warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Shilma Sher Abdul Magid, and good day to you everyone. Today we'll be discussing about the community, classifications of community, and lastly the types of community. First, let's start with the community. So according to Merriam-Webster, ang community daw ay isang unified body of individuals o grupo ng mga tao na may mga pagkakapareho ng interes, katangian at layunin. Ito yung mga simpleng pagsasama ng mga tao na may common bond na nagsisilbing pag-uugnay sa kanila. So, ang community ay isang grupo ng people na may mga shared interest sa isa't isa, and mahalaga rin tandaan na ang community ay hindi lamang isang lugar or structure or ay organization. So, hindi lamang sapat na nasa iisang lugar lang ang mga tao para masabing community sila. Kasi ang tunay na community ay binubuo ng mga interpersonal relationship or yung pagkikiramdam ng pagkakabilang or sense of belonging. So ang nabubuo ang community dahil sa ugnayan, tiwala at pagkakakilala sa isa't isa. And according to Oxford Dictionary, that a community is a group of people who are connected to each other because they live in the same place or because they share something in common such as interest, culture, or beliefs and experiences. So these people interact with one another and often help and support each other. So even if they do not live in the same area, even if they do not live in the same area, is they can still form a community as long as they share the common characteristics and maintain relationship whether in person or through online communication. So sinabi dito sa Oxford Dictionary that hindi lamang hindi porket hindi kayo same ng tinitirhan ng kasama mo is hindi mo na siya tinatawag na community. Kasi meron din tayong tinatawag na online communities. Online communities na pwede mag-gather yung mga tao through online interaction. So we'll discuss that later. And according naman to science, a community refers to different species of organism living together in the same habitat. So these organisms depend on one another for survival through relationships such as providing food, shelter, protection, or balance in the environment. So each species plays an important role together. They form a system where living things interact with each other and with their surroundings to maintain their stable ecosystem. Next topic is the community function or how the community function. So first, community functions to meet the needs of its members based on their culture, religion, values, and their shared experiences. So each community is organized in a way that supports the community is organized in a way that supports the beliefs and practices of the people within it. So, for example, meron tayong communities na religious communities. So, when I say religious communities, is meron tayo yung Roman Catholicism or Christianity and the Islam. So, all other religion communities aim to guide their members spiritually and morally, although they share the similar goals, is they function differently because as we expected na different nga yung religion na yun, but also at the same time is shared same din yung goal nila to enlighten their members in spiritually and morally aspect. So although they function differently is because of their distinct teaching traditions and ways of practice is nagkakaisa din yung aim nila. So according to Olsen, community is a group of people living within a specific geographic area where they are able to meet most of their daily needs within this area. So the members interact regularly and work together to address the common problem such as the safety and the livelihood, the education, the social relationships. The shared locations help strengthen the cooperation, support, and sense of belonging among the community members. So next is according to Mariandale, uh, They described community as a continuous process where people gradually move toward unity within the social life. This emphasizes that community is not a fixed or finished state but an ongoing effort of building relationship, cooperation, and shared understanding among members. So as people interact, adjust, and work together, the sense of community grows and changes over time. Or example is that kumbaga if you person tapos nag-move ka sa ibang neighborhood is yung mga residente doon is maaari silang maaari kayo mag-start as resident ay mag-start as strangers, but over time you begin to greeting each other, you help meetings, you help during emergencies, and work together in common concerns. And this gradual cooperation show how the community is a continuous process. It does not start as a finished relationship or fixed relationship rather. And lastly, according to Arlen Johnson and McLeod, a community is a group of people living in the same geographic area. Whether it is big or small, those who share the common interest or concern may already be recognized or become important in the future, especially in the social welfare aspect. It's how they focus on how the people in a place can come together and address their needs and problems and goals that affect their overall well-being. Now let's proceed to the next topic. So the next topic, we have this classification of community. So in this classification of community, are you familiar with suburban community? I know that you are familiar with rural and urban communities, but are you familiar with suburban community? If not, then let's discuss this. So dito naman tayo sa rural community. So a rural community is unlike sa urban community is yung rural communities masyadong malawak yung kanilang mga lugar. Kumbaga sa mga barrio na side is uh, konti lang yung mga tall buildings doon, and at the same time is konti din yung opportunities para magtrabaho sa rural community. And ang ibang aspect ng rural community is meron silang kaunting population. And these communities are usually small and they depend mainly on livelihoods such as yung farming, fishing, and forestry. And sometimes they're supported by like small local industries. So the rural communities uh, maybe where the houses are grouped together or dispersed, or maybe where their homes are spread very far apart. So in many cases, access to schools and other services is limited. So these factors or problems are affecting those children who want to get access to education. There's also the lack of absence of cultural facilities. And poverty is often common, affecting the daily lives of the people in this rural community. So, dito naman tayo sa urban community. So, ang urban community is a city-based community with many tall buildings na nakikita natin sa mga TV or mga commercial na mga matataas na mga building. And ang urban community is mas marami silang or mas crowded yung population nila, and nangyayari ito kasi nangyayari ang urban community due to what we call urbanization. I mean urbanization. Sa urbanization is where the people concentrated in a small geographical area, which would lead to urban community. So, ang urban community are very dense and consist of many socially diverse individuals. So, the growth of urban communities is linked to better transportation, better roads, better canals, and advancement in technologies. This increase their trade and the rise of the factories and the rise of the opportunities to work, unlike sa mga rural communities. But even so, kahit gaano kaganda ang urban community is may mga downside pa rin ito. Unang-una, mas marami yung tao is mas mahirap yung competition sa opportunities para magtrabaho. And second is yung urban community is very prone sa mga disasters. Kasi as they develop over time is uh, mas na naiiwan na nila yung mga pagtatanim ng mga puno, and results to um, this results to mga disasters po. Tulad na nakikita natin po sa TV, yung mga nabibiktima po ng mga disasters is mostly mas nahihirapan po yung mga sa urban community. And lastly, ang suburban community. Ang suburban community ay matatagpuan sa labas ng main city at binubuo ng mga neighborhood na may individual housing o maliliit na apartment buildings. Mas mababang population density sa mga lugar na suburban community, kaya hiwalay ang residential areas sa kanila. Ang mga suburban ay maaaring bahagi ng main city o hiwalay sa residential na community na malapit lang sa lungsod or yung main city para madali makapunta sa trabaho o paaralan. Nagbibigay ito ng mas tahimik at hindi masyadong crowded na kapaligiran, mas maraming open spaces at mas relaxed na pamumuhay. Kumbaga, in simple term is example, kumbaga may isang pamilya na nakatira sa Quezon City at tinatawag natin silang suburban community ay because ay maaaring may maliit na bahay na may bakuran, mas tahimik na neighborhood at nakakapag-commute sila sa Manila para sa trabaho o kanilang pag-aaral. And next topic is we have these types of community. So dito sa types of community is meron tayong sectoral community, geographical community, and global community. And the last two are the mobile community and e-communities. Sa sectoral community, ang sectoral community ay binubuo ng mga iba't ibang mga grupo na may mga partikular na layunin o interest. Sa community na ito is meron din tayong mga community groups, community interest companies, or yung friendly societies, social clubs, and sport clubs, or yung mga simbahan, or iba pang voluntarily na organization. So halimbawa, meron tayong the community of farmers, meron tayong community of fisher folks, meron tayong community of students. So sa community of farmers ay nagtutulungan sila sa pagtatanim ng kanilang pag-aani, habang yung community of fisher folks is nagbabahagi ng mga technique ng pangingisda sa kanilang pangangalaga sa dagat. And lastly is yung mga community of students. Kumbaga, community of students is ito yung mga magkakaibigan o circle of friends. Sa parehong lugar ay natututo silang nagkakaroon ng mga project na nakakatulong sa kanilang sarili mismo, sa kanilang kapaligiran. Sa ganitong paraan is iba't iba yung mga sektor at nagkakaugnayan sila at nagtutulungan sa kanilang mga komunidad. Next is the geographical community. Ang geographical community ay tumutukoy sa mga tao na naninirahan sa isang lugar, maliit man o malaki, at sila ay nagtutulungan sa kanilang pang-araw-araw na pamumuhay. So halimbawa na lang, so meron tayo dito yung barangay or yung purok, and next is the province, and last is the town and city. So sa isang barangay or purok is magkakakilalang mga naninirahan at tutulungan sila sa kalinisan at seguridad, tulad ng pag-implement ng mga or paglilinis ng mga canals is nakakatulong na rin yun sa kanilang kapaligiran. Ang sunod is yung province. Sa kanilang province naman is kinabibilangan ng mga maraming barangay ay nagkakaroon ng mga koordinasyon para sa kanilang proyekto, tulad ng sa pag-implement ng mga kalsada at paggawa ng mga paaralan. Sa town and city naman is mas maraming tao at serbisyo ang available dito. Ngunit nananatili ang kanilang pagkikipagtulungan at tugnayan sa bawat komunidad sa loob ng city na yon or town na yon. And next is the global community. So the global community, ang global community ay ang community ng lahat ng tao sa buong mundo na may isang layunin o interes. So ano nga bang Example nito. So, ang example nito is yung international community. International community ay nagtutulungan sa mga pandaigdigan issue tulad ng mga climate change at kalusugan ng mga tao. Kasama din dito yung mga advocates ng mga community na nagsusulong ng parehong layunin ng karapatan ng kababaihan o edukasyon o yung mga bata. Sa advocates community is meron tayo yung tinatawag na if you're familiar with it, is yung UNICEF. Yung UNICEF na community is an international group where they help they help children, those children in need. So next is the mobile community. So, ang mobile community ay ang grupo ng mga tao nagkakaisa dahil sa kanilang shared interests or goals. So, ang pinagkaiba lang nila is ito yung mobile community is nangyayari sa online interactions. So, halimbawa na lang nito is yung sa mga magkakaibigan na meron silang group chat na community. Is maaari silang mag-share ng kanilang mga interest, mga impormasyon or na maaaring magkaugnayan sa kanilang grupo. Kasama rin dito yung mga tinatawag na mobile community kung saan gumagamit ng kanilang mga mobile apps ng mga tao pang planuhin yung mga gusto nilang gawin sa susunod na mga araw is or pwede rin magdaan dito yung mga apps tulad ng Discord or yung Reddit is dito is nag-uugnayan sila para gumawa ng magtulungan kahit hindi naman sila magkakasama sa isang lugar. And lastly, the e-communities. Ang e-communities ay community na umiikot sa digital o online platform kung saan nagkakaroon ng mga interactions and cooperation sa ating mga members. So, halimbawa na lang is ito yung buy and sell community. Ito ay transaction and agreement to one another sa online platforms po. So, nagbebenta at bumibili ng mga miyembro ng mga produkto is doon pa lang is nagkakaugnayan sila nagkakaroon sila ng agreement. And lastly is the e-learning community is dito is nagtutulungan sila sa pag-aaral gamit ang mga online platforms kung saan ay ang mga kapareho ng komunidad ay nakikinabang sa teknolohiya upang makipag-ugnayan, matuto at suportahan ang isa't isa. Yun lang po sa aking report. Maraming salamat po.